Hi, this is gonna be a very quick live. I don't know. It might be a quick one because like I have to get ready for stuff. Okay, so the sun going. There's a well, what can I say? With the carbonations, the ones who's in Tanzania. Well, they're not really carbonation. They're the source tribe. Um, I put up about Mashon asking about money, and she's saying like she literally was in the airport asking to come back to go back to America, and she did sound a little distressed in a few of her lives what she's done. um Mushan, I think is the she seems younger than the other Kremlin source tribe, because there's quite a few tribes that came off of carbonation. And what I'm hi Novel, hi tea time. So what I'm getting from Michonne, I mean obviously she's getting help from the Grand Chiefess as well. When I was listening to a couple of lives, she wrote I mean, I don't know. I find there was a similarity in what they were saying, when they was talking about the food and the family struggling. With Mushan, it's a little bit different compared to the mother and daughter. The difference with that is that she did a whole breakdown of how the eating is over there, the how she's got to eat fufu, which is like her substitute as ramen noodles, as she puts it. And she seems to be staying with a family. Now, my thing with that is really it can go one like she has to be so careful as an American citizen in Africa. Now, I love Africa, yeah, I do. I love music, I love the food, the people. Some of the people are okay, like you can get a good African. But the problem with that is that, you know, she's in an environment where she is well, she don't sound too safe. One, she don't sound too safe. She went over to Tanzania with a few of the other people. Now, me, I look at things both ways, and I know I've been a bit busy, and I've been trying to do my lives for a little while now, because I can't even stay on for this one long anyway. So, um, I might have to come back on, but my daughter might be in the background. But I'm just gonna have to just deal with it basically, like because there's a lot with Source or AKA no Source Tribe, because there's two of them. There's Source Tribe, there's Crown Menelin, there's Holly Heaven, there's the guy that looks like he's a nature boy wannabe. There's a lot that I wanna talk about as well, because I want people who's following the carbonation or the nature, who's in the nature boy sector, to understand a few things, because yes, we can look at Velvet and her shimmies and whatever, but there's ones like these people who put themselves in such a place. And now she's in Tanzania. She well, you could say she's stranded, kind of. She's stranded. She's kind of stranded because she's by herself. She might be in danger because she's a young girl. Things happen in Africa: human trafficking, black market. There's a lot of political stuff that goes on in Africa, which I'm going to show because one of the guys from England is in Africa. Presently, he's been in Africa for a long time, but he's in Congo. So I'm going to try to tie this all in together because I know I do stuff and sometimes somehow it ties in all together. But my thing is that how she went out there with a group of people, they left her. No, or however, I don't know whether they left her or they had an argument, broke up, whatever, because the mother and daughter's son, Ezra, no, was it Ezra? Ezekiel was with her. The last time I checked, he was with her. Now he's not with her. He's left off back to America and she's there by herself. I don't. It's one of this. I really want people to put in the comments. I mean, I'm gonna try part videos of her situation, of her explaining her situation. I might even just do it today, real quick, like before I go to my training, because I want my subs to get to the grips of what's really going on here, because like I said, Nature Boy not only did he infect with a virus, he infected a lot of their minds, and some of them are out thinking that, oh, the universe got me here and la 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 la, when they actually didn't even think about the journey, the end game. I mean, some people don't think about the end game of most things. Like, you're supposed to have a plan, an A plan, a B plan, a C plan. If B plan don't work, so you could, I mean, fair enough. She wrote a book. Marshawn has written a book, which is on Amazon right now. She's written a book, an ebook, I think it is, and but right now she sounds like she's in distress or something. The last time I showed her, she was in the airport waiting to go. She was told to go to the embassy, the American embassy. It must be a lot for her to go to the embassy. She's scared to leave the compound where she is at, by the sounds of it. I mean, even though the other time I saw a video of her going to a nightclub, so I don't even know how to take it. It's like a rock and a hard place. Some people, one channel holder I saw was in the chat, and she was asking for her Cash App, and she was going to send her money. This is the one where I've been getting the videos from, of the mother and daughter, and I don't know. I just feel that how she, right? If she doesn't I know I'm not saying that people have to record everything or put everything on lives what they're doing. Well, look at the time. I still have to get off again. I'm not saying they have to put on lives everything what they're doing, but her going to the American embassy, going to the airport, getting papers, actually showing that she's got the papers, that she is returning to the Americas. I think it'll be more better for her than she just not doing nothing. She sounds kind of distressed. I think this one's the worst case. She sounds kind of distressed. Bear in mind, she's a young girl. She's probably in her early 20s as well. So she's out in Tanzania by herself. It's a scary one, I will say. I mean, people have to be careful if they're going to give her money, because it could be a case of the mother-daughter situation all over again, where she takes the money and she goes somewhere else in Tanzania. Now, the mother, what's his name? Israel, whatever his name is. The mother's, what's the name? Like Body Chief, that's his son. When he got his cash given to him, he went to America, but I don't really see no videos of him filming anything from the Americas. I don't know why, which is interesting. But Michonne is saying, you know, right, right, she misses ramen noodles, she misses going to the movies, she misses eating Chinese, she misses just being normal. She just wants, right, she said, all I want to do now is go back to America and work. That's all I want to do. Yeah, so that's what I've got so far. But you know, this is gonna be a very short one, you know, because I've got to go to my training and stuff. But I will try to do a live when I'm up earlier, because I've got to do Beloved Life one as well. But it's not to shame her, obviously. But I just want to know if people how they feel about Michonne asking for cash apps and that she wants to go back to America and stuff like that. You know, I just want to get how people feels about that, because I feel I don't want people to get had like the mother and daughter again, because I feel that really took the Berties. To me, if people are still giving them money where they are, it's really bad that you are doing that, because they are not doing nothing constructive with themselves. The mother is literally living vicariously through her daughter, literally in every way. In every way. Even the couple videos I've seen of Medea's channel, it's really shameful how she is as well. You know, just age gracefully. You know what I mean? That's all I can say on that point. Just age gracefully. The light body chiefess needs to get herself together. You're not young. You're not in your 20s no more. You're probably in your 40s, and you're out in the sticks. And you're talking about the knowledge, and you're talking about this. It's not helping helping you. Look, you guys. If anything, you need to be doing some kind of something when you're in Africa. And I'm going to show really good examples of it, because Shakra Bars, which one of the subs did tell me about. I mean, I was following him before, but I didn't know he was literally in Congo. I didn't know he was in Congo. So I'm going to put up some Shakra Bars, because I think I've met him in real life. I don't even know. I think I met him. I'm not sure. But see what Shakra Bars is doing, that is real helping other people other than yourself. And he's probably getting donations too, and he's helping people. Now, I put up the picture of him with the little boy with the avocado, and he helps a lot of children. He's not even just there, like, he's not just there taking advantage. But I think I spoke about 2-3 things all in one thing, but you know, it's because of time as well. So I am gonna post up Michonne cry for help. She calls it an emergency call out on her live. So I don't know, but that's my personal feeling on the Michonne and incident, and I feel that I need to show other examples of people in Africa doing stuff, because they're not really doing the right stuff. Michonne right now might be stranded in Africa, which is not a good thing, because the family could get tired of her. And I'm going to try and get another person who is following them with me, so we can have a conversation. We can get a bigger, fuller picture of what is literally going on, or what we have seen. And I'm going to try and see if I can. I think I have put up examples of what the woman should do while she's there as well in Uganda. But light body chiefess, because she's doing what she's doing, she ain't gonna listen to me anyway. So and there's other things going on apart from them, to be honest. There's loads of stuff going on, so I'm gonna put the other stuff on as well as their stuff. But like, they really need to stop being in la la land and wake up on certain stuff, because you have to deal with real life. You cannot say the universe is going to give you this and give you that, when in fact, right, all you're doing is begging. Just be real with yourself and say that that sometimes you need help and other times you don't need help, and you need to get yourself together. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get someone who's went to Africa to talk. One of my friends been to Africa. I'm gonna see if I can get her to come and talk. If not, if I can't get her to talk, I'm gonna get one of her videos of her doing stuff, so people can see that you can really impact in Africa. Yes, impact Africa. When you go over, it's probably a shell shock. I should imagine it's a shell shock. It's like when you go anywhere, if you planned it right, unless you're just going on holiday, it's a different story to when you're there for a long time. So I don't know. But anyways, I got to come off. I can't go my training. So thank you for Novelle, tea time. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to come back as soon as I can to do a live. If not, I'm just going to post up videos. I'm going to try to make use of my recorders if I can't come on lives, because it's quite sad that this young lady's put herself in the position she is, and people is not noticing. They're noticing Adam, but they're not really noticing him like that, like noticing him. He's there doing the most, as well. Oh yes, and Garget, whatever. His girlfriend is pregnant. She really looks like she needs to grow her hair or put on a headscarf or something, because she looks really mannish. So if you don't know, Gargut's girlfriend, a woman, is pregnant. I'm trying to think of everything else. I can't think of nothing else. Venus is always talking in the camera as usual. I think she's giving gems or whatever. I don't even know. I think she just like uses the phone as her outlet. I don't like putting her up, really, to be honest, because like it's like I feel Venus needs to, because Venus is making it like a show. That's how I see it. It's like a reality show to her. She talks about all these other stuff. I'm just like, I don't know about that one so much. But Venus just does a lot of cooking and a lot of talking. That's all she does. She don't do nothing of impactful to me. I don't think so. Maybe because I'm older. I don't know. There's nothing impactful there at all. It's just like surface level, saying they're part of the knowledge kind of situation. I am conscious, I am Christ conscious situation going on there. It's just a whole heap of, as I like, and I will say what Jaded said, conscious hoes, really, on that level. Whether she's like that or not, I don't know, but it's just a lot of in the camera. I get it, you got to sell yourself, your brand. She's kind of like Sun God, like, well, but at least with him, there's a little more going on there. I would say there's a lot more going on with him. He seems a little more strict on some stuff. So he's not just putting that random lives and just talking for the sake of talking. He literally edits his stuff and puts it on his IG. He don't just put it out there and talking in the camera for talking's sake. He don't just do that. So that part I give Sun God kudos for. I think I've covered everybody. I don't really know. There's so many of them, mind you. Which you know, but in my opinion, Marshawn needs to show at least he's going to the embassy, at least so people can see that she's literally going to the embassy. She needs to show that she's literally, or probably just, I don't even know, probably you could stay in the airport. or do that. I don't know. Maybe that's what she needs to do, because right now you're unsafe, and that's in my opinion. And I wouldn't want my 20-year-old out in Africa by themselves with a family that could turn the next way. You don't know where it's going to go, where it's going to head, and you need to take care of yourself. Forget about all the universe and the universe and the universe and whatever. You need to just take care of your safety. You need to take care of your safety. Africa is not an easy place. Africa can be nice to you from what I've been told, but it can also be deadly to you too. So you need to, and I'm not just going by my Western head, I'm actually looking at both ends of the spectrum, because like I said, I've known people who to go there and they've come back. They've got places there, they live there, they have lived there, high lordship. And you got to really feel, you got to really think really about what you're doing. And when you're in Puerto Rico, which is part of America anyway, is different compared to when you're in the continent. When you're in the continent, it's a whole different situation altogether. You have to know, you have to have a plan B. Like even me, who's West Indian, yes, I could go back to Trinidad too, or Barbados, but there's a lot to think about. How, like, you know, how would I live when I'm there? First and foremost, how would I live? There's a lot of crime going on in Trinidad, a lot of crime, a lot of things goes on in Trinidad as well. Trinidad is a lovely place. You have to know where you're gonna lay your head at. You have to know the area where you're gonna be. You have to know a whole heap of things. Having the accent on top of that also is a danger to you as well. And that's in Trinidad. That's in the West Indies. Needless when you're in the continent. So I will say people need to you got to live the way you are accustomed to. Yeah, exactly. But and also be aware of your surroundings. You got to be aware of surroundings. You got, like, my me and my children used to go to this drumming class, and they always talk about being aware of your surroundings. That's the biggest thing, being aware of your surroundings. Don't go into things blindly, because yeah, I mean, I used to do that in the past. So you go into things blindly and then you regret it afterwards. So you have to know exactly what you're doing, because it impacts a lot of people. Because if anything happens to you over in Africa, your family, you have to think about your family and all that. And you can't really just randomly, I mean, people's been known to pack up everything and go into another country and live in another country. Some return back to Europe, Americas, whatever, because they can't handle what's going on in that country. So you have to be mindful of a lot of things. Even I was pulled one time to go back to Trinidad with my children, but I was scared to take my children. I was scared to take my children. I didn't want to leave them with nobody. And you know, Africa was another place I wanted to go, but I didn't want to leave my children with people. I didn't want to put them with people. I think they'll be. I would say they were better off with me. And I'm not the best of parent too. I'm a Sagittarian, so you know, that just says, oh, I'm not the best of parents. But you can't just pack up everything and think, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's hard enough when you're living in Europe and the Americas. Needless when you have to go somewhere else totally out. I mean, I'm not saying don't go out of your comfort zone, but just be mindful of what you're doing. Like have a first, second, third, fourth, fifth plan, sixth plan, whatever. If you know, have people that in case you need help that you can that can come to your rescue. Like because not everybody is as everybody's got an agenda for you. That's basically it. Everybody has an agenda for you. That's how you have to look at it. I was told this years ago. I never believed it. So you have to know exactly what you're doing. And Like I said, even me, a Trinidadian. Yes, I'll be like for years. I'll be wanting to go back to Trinidad. I'll be longing to go back to Trinidad. I literally used to live over here like I'm in Trinidad. I used to live like I'm in Trinidad. People used to find me weird, but that's because, right, even Nigerians will tell you like they don't drop their accent because when they go there, you don't want to be a target for nobody. You don't want to be a target first and foremost. So you have to act like the people who's there. You cannot be different to the people that you are around because anyhow you're different in any way, and they see that they will use that um, against you because that's been known to happen to some tourists where like for example the lady who built a house, the beautician, I did talk about her ages ago. She built a house in Jamaica and she left England and she was living over in Jamaica and they killed her. So um you have to really think about what you're doing, you know. Anyone and I'm sure those who's been to Africa, I don't know whether if Jessica's about Jessica, even Jessica will tell you. She's about I want her to put some stuff in the comment because it's vital. I mean, it's not just about just going over there picking up yourself, you know, especially when you got a child. Oh my gosh, that's even worse. You know, they where I feel Nollywood really gets it down to a T how they treat children, how they treat women. Like unless you're living in the upper stuff, middle class-ish area, then you are okay. You might have someone who might have mercy on you and take you in. You might have to become a housemaid for people so you can live. And even when you're a housemaid, they will treat you like trash because you are lower than them because you're the housemaid. Now, I don't know whether Tanzania have Yahoo boys and stuff over there. You have to be careful of gangs. You have to be careful of a lot of things. Like I said, Nollywood literally has it on spot. Even though Nigeria has been known to be a dangerous place, it's been known to be a dangerous place because they had Boko Haram kidnapping a whole heap of girls. At one point, I was told that people couldn't even come out of their houses. They couldn't do certain stuff. They had to stay in their houses due to being kidnapped, killed on the road, on places. And Nigeria has built up areas too, you know what I mean? They have really nice built up areas. They have compounds as well. You have to be really, really alert in certain places. Like Tanzania looks like a beautiful place. I think I know someone from Tanzania too. I know a Ugandan. I know a couple Ugandans. I think I did know Congolese at one point. So you have to know what you're doing. You can't just go out there like randomly and just do what you're doing. Act like an American. You have to learn to integrate. And then the next thing is the language barrier. You have to, right, you don't know what they're saying about you. You have to learn the language a little bit so you can know what they're talking about in case they're saying something or your life could be in danger. You never know what's going on. So anyways, I gotta come off. I gotta go get ready to go to school anyway. So with that said, I'm going to go. Well, thank you for coming through. Oh, so I just said it before, but I'll say it again. Anyways, Noel. Come on, no, Noel. Tea time and his lordship. So I'm gonna come off and I'll see you later. If anybody, but oh yeah, and another thing, the reason why I ask if anybody's been to Congo, because I did see the video where Chakra Bars was hiding from the soldiers. Oh yeah, and also Uganda has been known to have violence in the past. Is it Uganda or is it Rwanda? Rwanda, I'm thinking of Rwanda. Look, see, Rwanda was one of the places where it had violence. The Hutsis and Tutsis is the most told story of Africa genocide. So yeah, sorry, before I start again. When I do another live, I will have that talk because these people have no idea. I think Uganda's most one is Idi Amin. That was the worst one. So if the government changes over there, people will be in trouble over there. So let that mother and daughter think otherwise. Right now, Uganda's good right now. I think the politics is okay. I don't really hear nothing bad about them really, but I don't really check. Anyways, I'm gonna come off. I'll see you later. Bye.